Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson, episode 4, as we talk about the difference in approach for the different divisions. And sticking with the female side of the sport, Adam, I want to move into the fitness arena, the fitness division, because that has been brought back in the last couple of years. And I want to stick this in after bikini, figure, and wellness, because I think the actual physical appearance is going to be closer to them than getting into the bodybuilding and physique side. But of course, then you have the performance attribute. So let's talk first about the overall physical look. What do they want in a women's fitness competitor?
Yeah, so completely from the pro division, because in the when you're getting ready to do national shows, they're not going to do a physique round. So this will kind of only apply to the pros. But a lot of the women, you do figure posing, and the look very much is exactly like figure for the fitness division. I think the challenge with that is when you're doing handstands and, you know, all these tricks that you do, it can sometimes make some of these women shoulder dominant to a degree. So you have to make sure that you train other areas to match and have that symmetry still. You're going to get scored in your physique round and also your routine round. So it's kind of a 50-50 mix between the two.
I was going to ask you if has even been enough time with the reemergence of the division for judges to figure out that this is a performance division, so there's probably going to be more variance in how people look physically, because they're really focused more on, you know, yes, I'll be lean enough, but I'm an athlete, and they have gymnastic and dance backgrounds, cheerleading backgrounds. So, to me, it seems like there would be more of a gymnast look. I mean, I don't know as a judge if I would say, well, look, that person's shoulders are jacked, so I'm going to discount them a little bit. That's too, quote, off balance. Or if I would say, I like that. Like that shows the kind of athleticism and the work they put into this.
That's always the subjectivity of it. And one thing that I find interesting, you go to the national shows and the pro shows, it seems a little more standard. And I think the reason is those judges were around when fitness existed, like back in 2009, 2010 era. So it's really nothing new for them to judge it. But you go to the regional levels, it could be the first time a lot of these judges have even done fitness. But on that paradigm, they're still judging only the routine and not a two-piece round anymore. But some of the pro shows don't have as many well-known judges, and you can see some differences at those shows.
But do you think that they really are, like if you were coaching a fitness competitor for that pro show, there will be the physique round. Are you going for still that exact kind of figure model where it's just we really want that kind of size and conditioning that we can get?
Yeah, we have Tony Wheeler has a IFBB fitness / figure pro. So we usually try to bring her in just as if she was doing figure. One of the reasons she hired me, she was doing so great in her routine round, but her physique round was killing her scores. So this year we kind of got her into some top 5s for her first time at some really competitive shows. I think she was 5th at Tampa Pro or 4th, if I remember right. So that was a huge win for her. And that impacted her scores so greatly to be brought into a show like that. So it definitely helps. But we also had some routine mistakes, which is more on her side of things. I don't do much with the routines. It's more strictly a diet approach than anything.
Now, I could not think of anything worse for an athlete than to have to work on performance and perfection while in a calorie deficit, while getting lean to the point where it can impair your function and performance. So do you have an approach where they're maybe burning a few more extra calories doing that kind of work? So you're giving them different kinds of diet breaks, or do they just naturally have a little bit more calorie base?
Yeah, so Tony does 2 gymnastics days a week, and we'll usually increase food like the day before those. I always found that with her feedback was she felt better the next day, not necessarily the day of. So that was just some good communication from her, because I normally would have done day of And she's like, I'm feeling better the day after. So we experimented with that, and that seems to work better for her.
Yeah, I'm sure different people would feel differently, but depends on all kinds of things, the rest of your training, sleep, and so forth. But it does make sense. You have more time to assimilate the carbs into glycogen to be used for a longer term performance. But
she does have a slower met rate, so that made sense to me that she would feel that way.
Okay, perfect. Man, that's some great information there for a division that a lot of people don't understand. So excellent, Adam. And you guys stay tuned. We're going to move on into the women's physique and bodybuilding in the next couple episodes.